Can he hold it in? They go too wide.
This battle for 13th and 14th, they go side by side into the castle.
He's at P2.
What is
War
happening?
Machine's at P1.
Oh, there is
One. Oh, Winter gets the move done.
Make sure you're included. Yep. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 3 here, Tier 4, Formula OCE, Mad Dog and Abyss in the comms box as per usual every week this season on a Thursday night. We will be here, but we've got a big race to run here, Mad Dog. We got 15 drivers in out of the potential 19. Haas with no drivers this week, unfortunately for yourself, but there's going to be some big controversy this weekend, you'd think, with it being Singapore.
Yep, well, obviously, anything can bloody happen. It could rain, it could not rain. I mean, conditions in this track are so unpredictable, it's just like my life. But obviously, as we said, 15 drivers, so I'm looking forward to it. You know, you've got your 2 drivers. You're the only team with 2 drivers, actually. So.
No.
Oh, hang on, no.
You are off your noggin.
Ferrari have got their drivers, and so is Alpha.
And so
You said
both
before-
Alphas.
You said before, thank you very much. You said before, thank you very much. You gave me false information. So, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's a shame that Mr. War Machine, the King of Singapore, as we formerly know him as.
Yeah, that's tough.
It's tough. He can't reclaim his throne on Singapore. Now, I've seen that man get into first position. Not hold it, but he's been up there. So, it's unfortunate he wasn't up here, but stuff happens, obviously. But I'm looking forward to it.
Perksy in the chat. Mad Dog and Abyss, mate. Your Tier 4 commentators. Yeah, it's going to be a good weekend, mate. A good race here, I think. 15 of the best for the best here in Tier 4. And
we're expecting 5 safety cars. We're expecting 5 safety cars.
Yeah, but it started off nicely. These guys would have been praying for no rain. So for now, in quali, Touchwood, we have no rain. And to be honest, for Tier 4, I'm happy to not have any rain.
Look, you know, for Tier 2 for both of us, I reckon we've probably got to commentate curse ourselves and have it as rain, so, you know, we could be cursing ourselves over here. Oh, what now's in the...
What now is in stream? Go, mate.
He is expecting 8 safety cars, so the full 5 plus the 3 virtuals. Oh. I mean, honestly, that's just the way it goes usually. I mean, Baku was like that. Went through the whole safety cars and the virtuals. There was no safety cars for the second half of the race.
Yeah, correct.
It was lovely.
So Gumbo in the Alfa Romeo. Beautiful car it is too. Personally, my favourite. Gonna be. Oh, that's not an ideal start to quali for Gumbo in the mud early.
He done his finale.
That is very unfortunate. Anyway,
who's the next one?
It's one of the Alpines of
Potier.
No, it's so nice.
So nice?
Yeah, so nice is the first one on the lap. In the Alpine, number 2. He's sending it very, very hard here to start. What are we expecting out of this weekend? Are we expecting another Kano domination weekend, or...
Yeah, I mean, Kano has been looking on point from what I've seen in other leagues as well. So we could be seeing a Kano domination this week if he keeps the momentum up. But I mean, anything can happen. It is Singapore. It's penalty heaven, safety car heaven, weather unpredictability. So
just about everything that can go wrong could go wrong here in Singapore, can't it? Really?
It's essentially the longer version of Monaco, I believe. I mean, anything can happen. You just got to keep it on track and go from start to finish, and finish up the race pretty easily. What now says it's Spinala Heaven. You forgot, Mad Dog. Mate, I have not forgotten this track.
So Sinise
I
has
am.
looked pretty clean on this first lap. Nothing too fancy, but he's kept it facing the right way.
Ooh, he
Bit much
almost
curbage
invalidated
there,
there.
but that's alright as he comes through the final
Sector
corner.
Sector 3, it's known for its curvatures. Like,
38.2 is the time to beat.
I don't know about you, but I always used to struggle for curbs when it comes to Sector 3. It can be a bit of a pain. I mean, it's like Miami, in a way.
To the line, only a 42.8. Gonna need to improve on that one in the Red Bull. Frizy next,
Right.
or one of the next ones. He's on the hard. I don't know. That's interesting. 43.7 on a hard in qualifying. Very interesting decision there from the Alfa Romeo team principal, saving a set of softs for the race potentially. He must have gone
Or
that
maybe
harder
he's...
strategy.
Or
That's
I
pretty
reckon
cheap,
he's
yes.
warming up those hards for the race. I'm pretty sure you can still use them for the race. Or as I think that's a wash. Wash has actually spun it in Sector 1. I've just saw it on Fryzy's end.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Here we go, Kano through the final corner now in the Mercedes. A very nice looking car, to be honest, even though it is, you know, the basic at a 39.325. A lot of time to find here on Sinise, who's done a 38.2 to start us off here in qualifying. A very nice start from him.
Speaking of the liveries and stuff like that, what do we think of the recent liveries that have came out for 2023?
Alfa Romeo on top again out of the three. Out of the four.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. As we say
boy's
that,
binned
Dat
it.
Boy. Yep. And I'm pretty sure someone else is also Chicken Nugget is also had a moment.
Goffy
That's
P5. Oh yes, Chicken Nugget in the wall. Oh, that's going to be front and rear wing damage now. He's backed it into the wall. So he's going to need to bring that one in nice and carefully, because he is going to want to be able to set another lap, because a 41.5 is not competitive enough to get him in the top 5 already, and we've still got 12 minutes qualifying to go.
Goffy has invalidated his lap, so he's not going to be able to set another one.
So I think he's on a cooldown. That Gumbo, who's that? Is that Gumbo that's gone up to 4th now?
Yes, that was
lap.
Gumbo.
Fryzy's gone again. He's improved by a 2nd and a 10th, but still only P9. He's on those hards, so very interesting here. Evil Blade is going to start a lap here, and Mad Dog, run us through this lap with Evil Blade in the McLaren.
Right, coming up to the Sebastian Vettel corner where he got taken out, whatever year it was. Ooh, nicely done to try and avoid the collision with an Alfa Romeo there. Coming up to this corner here, nicely done. You don't want to hug the wall too much. DRS now being enabled. Actually, enabled on my end, but it's now enabled. Nicely done coming through here. Don't want to hug the wall too much into the left. Nice. Not invalidate. That's actually really good coming through here. Nicely done. Now for the left handle for another main straight. Now people do end up hitting that wall because they do go a bit too deep. What do we see here? He's been a bit cautious, Evil. I think he's not too confident with the setup, but let's just see what happens here. Some people can go deep on the left. Yep, so he's gone deep onto the left. Got a good exit. DRS now enabled. Now this is where most of the overtakes will be happening in the race, so let's keep an eye on that area for the race time. Nicely done coming through here. Nothing too bad. Now this is the tricky bit. You don't want to hug the curbs too much, otherwise you do lose a lot of time. So he's touched the curbs there. Going up to the left to right hander underneath the main street bridge. Not too bad. Oh, has a bit of a touch the wall there, I think. Comes across the pit entry. Nicely done. Now he tries not to invalidate this last corner. Oh, he slows it down a lot, but there's still room to improve, I reckon. 40.237. So, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
we've watched the wash go around again. He was on a good one too. I think he was going to be probably a high 38, so he will be disappointed with that. Spinning at the final corner, he looked like he was on a good one, so that is disappointing for the Red Bull driver.
Yep. No, I've actually been to the Singapore Grand Prix in real life. I've actually got when I was a little kid, I actually took a photo of the pit entry when I was like on the track. Oh, it was actually quite cool.
What now has gone and said Aston's DNF turn 1 lap 1? What's that about? I'm not a fan of this. What now? Coming at me, mate.
I thought, what now? I thought he was your. What now? I thought,
we were
Abyss
mates,
was your favourite.
bro.
Yeah.
Far out. Showing your true colours. Bloody hell.
He's a Haas supporter, even though we haven't had points yet.
Oh. Jeez.
What now would be first
Oh,
again?
no. Alright, boys, relax.
Oh,
Relax.
that-
Chat me,
Oh,
Far out.
that's emotional damage. Well, Cotier, I'm pretty sure, is doing a lap now. So you want to do Cotier for hot lap, Mr. Abyss? Good conversation. Right, a bit. Cotier comes through to the main DRS, blowing it up. Let's see what happens. Nicely done. 27.8, so not purple, but coming through here. Nicely done. Straight onto the accelerator, coming up to the left, and
No one approves.
Oh, you're on Spain Ice right now. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ,
sorry.
you're not even on Cotier.
Not really paying attention.
Go on Cotier for me.
Cotier, where are we? Cotier.
Cotier. I'm doing a hot lap and you're not even on it.
Sorry. That's my fault. I apologise.
No, you're good. Coming up to the main straight with a second DRS. Not too bad looking. I think we're going to see a lot of overtakes in this area where Cotier's at right now. A lot. To get a good enough exit, you get a good enough lunge. Ooh. You don't want to be doing that though.
Yeah, it is a really hard traction zone out of that hairpin. You've got to really be patient on the power and short shift up through third and fourth. Otherwise, the wheel spin is quite bad, especially on the no traction assist guys.
Yeah, like that's when does not invalidate that, but keeps it on track, 6th position, 40.460. Yeah, see, Singapore is easy in a way, but it's also very difficult, and I think the only difficult part would be Sector 3. So end of Sector 2 and all Sector 3. Because you can right royally stuff that one up if you're not careful. Especially when you're trying to battle someone, I think.
Yeah, the big problem with this track is any mistake on an exit, you're going to be punished
Can
so
result
harshly.
in you, yeah, especially if you've got
the
a good enough
barriers
gap.
are left and right.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like Singapore is essentially the bigger version of Monaco. There's just too much wall and. Oh, who's that? I'm pretty sure that's Bubbles. That's just
I think he's just letting
had a
him pass.
moment. Oh, he's just letting pass. Okay. I was just gonna say he hasn't validated his time, so.
So Kano, the lone Mercedes tonight, he'll be looking to get another win under the belt. See how he goes here through the final corner. He's up by a lot. This is a good lap. It's going to be a 39. No, 38.758 goes P2. A good lap from him, but still 5/10 off.
did.
The heights are nice.
He did run out of ERS. It was fully deployed towards the end, so yeah. Just letting through Maney, I think that is. No, Maney's got it. Yeah. So that would be Bubbles.
Again, this guy is on mediums, and we're coming towards the end of quality.
Who's that?
Maney.
Oh, Maney.
He's on
Yeah.
meds.
Strategy, yeah, maybe.
Maybe there's rain in the race. That's the only thing I think of. Why are they using these tyres? Maybe they need a quick start on the softs and then the rain again. I don't know, but it's something to think about as we get towards the pointy end of this session. As many of the drivers will be thinking about the race already.
I wish what we had as spectators is the ability to see whether or not it's going to rain. in the actual race, like what the drivers do in the class selection menu. Yeah, you can see the race in terms of conditions. I wish we had that.
Yeah.
It's so much easier instead of just us guessing. And also, if we can see damage on cars as well, instead of like going into a different camera angle. So F1 or EA, whoever manages this game, get your shit together.
Someone manages
Come
this
on.
game.
Whoever makes this game the company, because I forget, EA, get your shit together. Bubbles isn't going to improve. He's not one to. Gothy set a purple sector 2.
No, Hens
FY.
won't, actually. Sorry, I got a 10th. Who's this? Goffy? Let's have a look at him.
Goffy,
The Aston Martin driver.
Yeah, he set a purple sector 2.
Things you just love
Don't know
to
if
see.
that's. Oh, that was a bit deep there. Not what you. Nah,
He's
he's stuffed it up. He's given up. He knew he went way too deep on that corner.
That's disappointing. Oh well, he'll have another run, as well as Kirko, who seems to be the one-lap bandit in Tier 4.
He's gone for another one with the battery he has. I don't think that is viable. But he's going to do his best. But the only one who hasn't set a lap is good old Kirko.
Yeah, mate, not worried.
Not worried?
No.
Last the first challenge? Is that what was going on?
No, Kirko is like reptile. One lap in quali, sticks it on pole, wins the race. It's that easy.
Oh, he's invalidated, Goffy.
That'll be Goffy done in quali. Unless he's got enough fuel to get around and do another one.
Don't think so.
With only 2.5 minutes to go, he will need to have enough fuel to go again on that same set.
Frizy on the other hand, just FYI, I think... Actually, check hands. Because I don't know if he's actually on an actual legitimate lap. He's on softs.
No, on my screen it's 8 seconds now.
He's 8 seconds down. Okay. Well, Frizy's on an out lap.
The wash is up. Oh no, he's not that much.
Double check it when he gets past the first sector.
Bubbles? This just started one.
Nah, I'll watch this one run.
So nice, it's also just started one. So we're getting towards the pointy end of this qualifying session, Mad Dog. And
yep.
Everyone is going to be trying to set their best lap now at the end. Kirko looks like he's just going to be happy to start P15.
Look, I mean, considering the fact that it's Singapore, I mean, I think this is I reckon it's a strategy. Considering the fact that, you know, you don't want to waste your sauce, because you could do, I don't even know if sauce can actually go that long, but, I mean, it could be strategy. I mean, you're the TP for Axton. Is this some sort of strategy that we should be looking for?
We got a hot lap request here, Mad Dog, from Maney in the Alpha Tauri.
Yep, he's on one now. Yep.
So
he's redeemed highlight message. Alright, coming up to the third or fourth corner, whichever one you want to call this one. Main straight, DRS now activate. He's going to improve on his time. Let's have a look. He isn't, not for that sector, but he's going to be pushing through sector 2 and sector 3. Nicely done coming through these corners. Oh, he's got a bit deep on that one. That's not what we want. Nicely done coming through here. Doesn't hug the ball. He hugs the ball very closely. Could be some fast motion, but he does have traffic and Alfa Romeo ahead of him. What do we see coming through here? Very aggressive going through that corner, and also on the curb. DRS now activated, coming up to the end of sector 2. Do we see improvement? No, we don't. Still 200 second down, or 2 tenths down. Traffic ahead of him. Aston Martin. Aston out of the way. Nicely done coming through here. Not too shabby. Coming up to the left-hander. Frizy improves. Yep, I just saw that. Frizy improves. Mainly coming through this corner over here. Not too bad. Don't want to hug him. No, Maney has lost it, I'm pretty sure because he's not going to improve too
Gumbo
much.
P4, Maney doesn't improve. Spreadsheet next across the line. He'll improve to P7 of 40.198. A decent lap there. Who's next? It's going to be the Ferrari of Micho. Doesn't improve this time. Goffey won't improve.
FYI, Kenon Kano, he's up by 4/10.
Yeah, we're watching Evil Blade though. He's up too.
Oh,
here.
he's invalidated! He's validated as I say that.
Oh,
and he
Blade to
pins it in the wall.
P3.
Nicely done, Evil.
And St. Ice isn't on one, so that is qualifying done. Here, ladies and gentlemen, St. Ice will be on pole by 0.5 of a second over Kano, with Evil Blade in third in the McLaren. Maney P4 and Gumbo P5. A very interesting qualifying session. To be honest, not what I expected at all.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, after these last couple of races that we've had, I mean, Tier 4 is starting to become one of those tiers where we could have a different race in it every week. Like Tier 3. So, it could be interesting, man. It could be really, really interesting.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more, mate. Let's go through the rundown. Mad Dog will take you through your 15 drivers here in qualifying.
Alright, well, obviously, St. Ice in the Alpine in P1 with a 38.2, so really stonkers of a lap there. Kano in P2 was improving, but unfortunately invalidates it through third sector. Evil Blade, the man himself, in P3. Maney, P4. Gumbo, P5. Bubbles in P6. The Frizy, the TP for Alfa Romeo in P7. Spreadsheet, P8. Cotier, P9. Gothy will complete the top 10. Chicken Nugget, P11, Awash, P12, Hans 13th. Dat Boy, unfortunately, did not set a time in 14th, and Kirko will be in 15th. So, looking good. Looking
Yeah,
good.
another point to mention, Chicken Nugget on debut here in Formula OCE. I think it's his first league race, maybe ever. I'm not sure.
Yes.
But he is
wasn't
on
racing
debut
last
with
week.
us, so he's jumped straight in the full-time seat in the Ferrari under Cahoot, so some really good guidance from above there. And I think we'll really see him improve on its dry conditions here to start, Mad Dog.
Yep. Well, it's looking a bit hazy, so we could see some late rain if we actually ever knew, but we never know. It's just as unpredictable for us, just as much as it is for the drivers, so that's what makes this so entertaining.
Yeah,
And I have a cat literally meowing in the background. Jesus.
things you just love to see. Let's have a quick squiz at the race director.
I'm just going to quickly mute myself.
A lot on hards. Let's wait till the formation lap starts. We'll go through the tyres. And Mad Dog and I's predictions for this race. It's going to be interesting with the Alpine on pole. Let's have a look at the tyre. And it's interesting. Very, very even.
Sorry, I'm back.
As Mad Dog returns.
Alright, what are we looking at? Tyres?
St. Ice and Kano, the front row on the mediums. Evil Blade starting P3 on the hards. He's going to have to get away to a good start to avoid Maney from behind him. P4 on the mediums. Then P5 and P6. Gumbo and Bubbles on the hards are gonna struggle here with Frizy right behind them, the Alfa Romeo team principal. Spreadsheet
I think
in 8th on the hard, and then Kodia and Nugget have unfortunately DSQ'd. Bit of contact there, you'd assume. So Kodia starting on the softs, Goffey on the mediums, Nugget on the mediums, then Wash, Hens, Dat Boy on the hards, and Kirko rounding us out on the mediums.
I think starting on the hards would be a better strategy than the mediums. Honestly. I mean, considering how Singapore is, if there's a safety car on lap 4, those medium runners will box for hards if there's an opportunity. Which means that the hard runners at this point will actually have more of an advantage. So, this could be interesting for the hard runners if they manage to stick it in very well in terms of the race start. So, Sways in the chats. Evening, lads. Who would go on softs? Well, I mean...
Kodia would, that's who.
Yeah, but I mean, in saying that, Kodia could be banking for an early safety, hence why he didn't want to touch those hards. So it's not exactly the worst decision in the world, considering what Singapore is and what it's known for. So that's why I'm not exactly saying that that was a bad decision. It's just a very bold.
Yeah, but the problem is he going to make that pit stop up in 6 laps, starting where he is P9?
Hey, as I said, this is tier 4, anything. Like you said, but I
Touche,
mean,
touche.
but the fact that this is Singapore, it's just like Monaco, and like every other track like Baku. You just don't know what's going to happen, especially the first couple of laps, and how tight it's going to be.
So interesting here. I think St. Ice has buggered his startup. Yeah, he has. If you go on board with Kano, you'll see he has buggered his startup. So Kano will have a bit more of an edge here into the start. It's going to be very interesting. Kirko pulling into his spot.
Game Freak Jack and chat. Maney got a DNF, I think. Well, let's see what happens. Maney facing the wall.
Here we go. We are just about ready here, Mad Dog, to get underway for round 3 here in Formula OCE Racing League. 5 red lights. A drive-through penalty for Bubbles in P6. We're underway. Can I have a good camera angle, please? Down into turn 1. Kano's got the jump. So nice. P2, and then the 2 Alpha Tauris, P3 and 4. Looks like it's been a pretty clean start for everyone around. Who is that? That is one of the McLarens. And I think he's caught up with one of the Alfa Romeos. He has Gumbo in trouble. Back at the front, Kano leads from Bubbles, from Maney, from Frizy and St. Ice. What a start. Just between Codio and Goffey straight away. Up the inside, Chicken Nugget. Wow, that's an aggressive move. He's going to have to give that one back to Goffey. Oh no, that's a call from that's not good. You're not racing AI, mate. This is real drivers. Oh, he is. Yep. Interesting driving.
Hey, Fries is battling for P3. This could be Fries' first podium this year.
Very early call here from Mad Dog, a Frizy podium here on lap 1.
I'm calling. No, you know what? I'm calling it Frizy podium. Bubbles has to serve that drive-through.
Spreadsheet's got issues.
Yep. Zoltan, press X to doubt. Nah, I'm calling the Frizy win.
So a very, very tough start for Blade. I don't know if he's got damage. It doesn't look like he's got a front left end plate. We'll just have to check that. No, he looks like he's good. He's just lost a lot of time.
So I think what happened there, I think he got his tyres caught up with another with another car, and it just resulted in him spinning.
So it'll be interesting to see when Bubbles takes this drive through. We've got an issue for Chicken Nugget now, and he's in the wall at the
wing.
At the thing. He's got no front wing, and that is a very unfortunate start to his race here. He's going to have to box for a new front wing, and the Ferrari driver is out of contention for the time being. Bubbles is serving that straight away.
I just have confirmation in the Discord. Micho has left the set. Left the thing.
The Discord.
Yep.
Good.
Micho has left the Discord.
That's an unfortunate start for him. Anyway, we'll move on. We'll focus on this battle up front. Hey, Kano leads Maney, leads Fries. Start this race. So Nice has had a terrible start on those mediums. Down 3 spots, rising up 4. Your biggest victor at the moment, OCE, that boy, up 7 spots into P7 from 14th on the grid. Your biggest loser currently, Eva Blade, down 9 spots into 12th.
Hey, but he's actually gained a lot of those positions as well. So he was last, but now he's 12th. So he has gained a lot.
So this battle for lead really spicing up here between Maney and Frizy. Kano starting to pull away here.
Yeah, but I'm mainly just looking at this Frizy Maney battle. I mean, Frizy has been wanting a win for so long. He had that one incident in Monza which practically blew it all out of proportion in terms of the win, but he's going to be looking for a podium win. So let's just hope he actually keeps it tonight. But he does have St. Ice, which is much faster than Frizy in terms of qualifying pace, on the back of him, so this could be a very interesting battle for P3.
Doesn't send it, just decides to bide his time here. That's the problem with this track. There's only a couple overtaking opportunities, and if you're not good up to those opportunities, you're gonna have to find something inventive on a piece of track where you are faster than the guy in front.
Exactly right, and it also comes down to setups as well. Now, I know some drivers opt out for the highest wing in terms of the aerodynamics on the car, but sometimes you can actually get away with using slightly less aero than a Monaco setup for the main straight, so you can also get that overtake. But so far, what we've seen, everyone is going for the cornering setup in terms of how they actually have their aero. So we might see some actual overtakes in Sector 2 and 3 maybe, I reckon.
Yeah.
Just by looking at everyone else. Because I know a lot of people do tend to put their wings down, just because they think they can make an overtake on the main straights.
So interesting here, this looks like the battle for the lead here. These top four, pretty much all within a second. Frizy just starting to fall off the front two here at the moment. DRS is now enabled, but he's just going to find that extra couple of tenths here to make sure he can stay within that DRS range, which is absolutely vital, especially on the F1 game. So nice still pushing him around here.
Hey, can I just mention, Claudio's in P5 by the way, on those softs.
Yeah, right.
So he's taken that to the advantage. He is 4 seconds off from St. Ives. But if he gets a good enough lead off from Goffey and the rest of the drivers behind him in the train...
We've got a spicy battle for the lead here, Mad Dog.
I'm having a look at it right now.
AlphaTauri on Mercedes.
Game Freak Jack, Frizy got no chance, Maney been practicing.
Fair enough. Can't argue with that.
Can't argue with that.
37 people in here, that is amazing guys, thank you all for showing up. We've got a lot of racing to go, and it looks like the packs have chosen each other, the top four, and then we've got a massive battle here behind Kodia, who's probably starting to struggle on those soft tyres. This battle goes all the way down to P10, so...
Hen's in Evil trade position, so now Evil's starting to catch back up on those hards, so good on him for obviously catching back up.
Good to know that, just quick note, Frizy's lost positions to St. Ives and fallen out of the DRS again. So not quite on the pace here at the moment, Frizy 92.
What now he said, a best check driver in 6. He's actually battling Cottier at this point, so he could be up for a top 5.
He's going to try and make an overtake.
Doesn't make the overtake.
Well, here we go, up the inside for Goffey. Doesn't get the exit. No, he doesn't.
Awash, he's gone. He's gone. Gonski's.
He's managed to keep his wing. But he has fallen out now. There's an issue for Cottier. He's had a bit of a half spin. He's ghosted. That will release Goffey into 8 seconds of clear air. Those soft tyres are shot now. As we've got an issue here at the back. It's Gumbo.
Spreadsheet's also had a moment. And Gumbo as well. So Spreadsheet and Gumbo both. No wings, I'm pretty sure. Let's just check Spreadsheet if it gives me a good enough angle. No, he has no. He's got no end plate. Yep.
So Spreadsheet and Gumbo in the mud. Oh, and a 5-second penalty, unfortunately.
Gotta keep those 5 seconds down.
And Evil's in as well. So maybe a front wing change here for the McLaren as well. Yeah, it is. Yep, so 3 drivers boxing on this lap for front wings. And Gumbo will be in to make it 4 on this one lap. Meanwhile, up the front, we've got a 3-way tango for the lead of this race. Kano leads it from Maney, from St. Ives after 5 laps here in Singapore.
Frizy is 2 seconds off from the pace, so not looking good for Frizy. But top 3 now battling. This could bring Frizy into the fold if he manages to hold it together. So.
Oh, we've got an issue. Maney's run wide. He's lost the position. So nice up the inside. Job done for him. Thanks to the error from Maney.
Nicely done for St. Ives. Nicely done. Now, obviously, these guys could be opting for a 2-stopper because there is the chance of going mediums to hards or medium, soft. So we could see some of these
front right end
runners.
plate. That's a brilliant call from Watt now.
Ooh.
Maney will have red front right. He's going to have to pull it up here to the pits, does he? Just about in he comes. So that is 5
So
drivers in a lap in for a new front
let's
wing.
let's just keep an eye on these medium drivers though during the race, because some of them could be doing a 2-stopper or a 1-stopper, depending. So it's possible to do a 2-stopper, but you need to judge it right.
You've got to be able to overtake too. You've got to be able to make use of those fresher, faster tyres.
Exactly right, because when you go for a 2-stopper, depending, you're gonna have maybe 3 laps to actually make sure you get those overtakes before those hards end up boxing for those mediums. So you've got 3 to 5 laps to make those moves, and if you don't do it, then 2-stopper is not worth it.
Good, just a quick note here. Dat Boy's also got past Goffey, so Goffey's gone up one and lost one at the same time. So a bit unfortunate there, but he's in a good bit of space here. Dat Boy, as he looks to close up on Frizy.
I'm sorry. Can I also just mention as a note? Have you not seen where Kirko is?
Up the inside, we got a battle police. Sorry, Mad Dog, we'll come back to that in a minute. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're good, you're good.
We had Senice up the inside of Kano for the lead of this race. Looks like Senice has got the pace at the moment. Both on the same tyre. We've got an issue for Bubbles at the back.
Bubbles. So wing, he has wings and end plate. No, but I'll just quickly say before we get back into the action, Kirko up into 7th.
Yeah,
He went from the back of the grid. That's a seriously. I swear, Kirko always goes from last to like the front row. I'm just saying.
Dat Boy up 10 spots. What a result.
No, actually, I haven't.
You go, Mad Dog. Battle for lead. No, not quite.
Not quite yet. I'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, Dat Boy, good result from him. Ferrari would be loving this at this point. But St. Ice is looking for a move on Kano. Now, it depends on the actual setup, whether or not Kano has more of a downforce compared to St. Ice. Let's just have a quick look at the telemetry. Kano has some 70. Yeah, so Kano's got the DRS. St. Ice has the DRS, but no battery. But let's also just mention, Kano is opting for a safety car because he has low fuel. So here we go. Kano made a mistake, and now St. Ice is in the lead. He's going to try and pull away now, but Kano with the battery is got the. So he can fight, but whether or not he chooses to or not is another thing. DRS now enabled for Kano in this sector.
Issue.
But we do have a yellow. Here we go. So go for the Mercedes. Kano makes the move again and gets back into the lead. No, you're good. And Kano gets back into the lead.
I'm sorry, I went to Gumbo because he spun. I thought the race was over, but no, Kano. That's my fault. Sorry, guys. But this battle is hotting up.
Just keep it on Kano and St. Ice for the time being, and we'll just pay attention to the other drivers when we need to.
I just fully strolled at Monaco there.
Oh, yep. What is happening? We need to know. Right, St. Ice has got a lot to make up now. 2-5. Kano makes a mistake, and St. Ice has a move. Do we see it?
On the outside, contact. No, don't do it, Lex. Oh, that's brilliant racing from these two.
Brilliant. Kano now with the DRS. I'm pretty sure he will enable it this session. Yes, he will. Using as much battery as he can to pull it all out. Can he make it? Oh, defending from St. Ice there.
No, does he get it on the brakes? Contact in the braking. Got the long way around
no, there's still some side. Can they go with a switchback?
No, now job done again. Wow, back and forth battle this is. I just want to note quickly, Frizy is catching this battle quite quickly now. Less than 3 seconds now, the gap.
He sees them. If you go on Fry's view, he can actually see them, so that's how you know he's getting really close. The more St. Ice battles Kano, the more that this is going to bring Fryzy into the mix. But St. Ice and Kano are just... Oh, contact! Contact with St. Ice and Kano. St. Ice just hits the rear end of Kano. This is looking spicy up front. 2.8 seconds now. Well, it was 2.8 for Fryzy. Fryzy with a 3-second penalty. He will be fuming on his stream. What's the bet that you said a few swear words?
Yeah, well, mate. It's paying
A dollar?
It's paying a
What's
dollar.
what's the odds on that? The sports
dollar.
bet odds.
A dollar.
A dollar.
It's not even a dollar and a
for
cent.
dollar.
It's a dollar. Up the inside, and Kano is really struggling with this final corner.
Yep, no, but he also has to conserve fuel, so this may not look good for Kano. He must have, and chicken nugget and spreadsheet are going at it, but oh no, chicken.
He'll be disqualified after the race anyway, so his position is null and void no matter where he finishes.
Well, he's not even in the Discord, so
He's not even in the lobby either, so yeah. Disappointing after, what, 2 laps in the league he left, but...
Yeah, that's very disappointing. But it just proves to show how tier 4 can be ruthless.
Gumbo's gone.
Oh, Gumbo's gone! Is that safety?
Yes, it is.
It's the safety car.
And that is why
Kano
we
is
run
now
reduced, ladies and
saved.
gentlemen.
Kano is now saved from that.
Yeah, but that probably also doesn't help him because now he's going to have to stay behind St. Ice after the restart. They're probably, all the medium drivers should be in. Oh, Bubbles has got a drive through! Again! His second of the race!
Bubbles. That is an AI moment of the week, and yes, still remember that. We have to keep an eye on
9
that.
laps, yeah, that's got to be up there. AI moment of the week. That is it.
AI
2
moment of the week.
drive-through penalties in 1 race in the first 9 laps. Anyway, let's have a look at these.
Hang on. So I was just going to say, Gumbo is saying in the Twitch chat, rear wing damage, unbelievable. So Gumbo had the rear wing damage, hence why he DNF'd. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sorry for cutting you off there.
Alright, so what I was going to say is we will have a look at this tyre strategy now. A lot of drivers on the mediums. In fact, there's only 4 not in the top 12, and as expected, the medium drivers are in. They'll be able to go the full race distance on hards now from here.
Depending
Nice
on
and
obviously
easy.
on safety cars.
Prize in. Dat Boy stays out, so Dat Boy will lead. Dat Boy has a 3-second as well. He'll go into the lead. Goffey is in. Hens in the Red Bull. You'd think he'll stay out on those hards. No, coming in Hens. Kirko should
Might
come
be-
in as well.
Can you box for another set of hards?
Depending on what tyre strategy you run.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if you box for another side,
And he stays out. Oh, Kirko.
should we get Gumbo in for comms? I don't know. Red Bull held up because Wash is actually held up because he had Henry. So Red Bull done a double stack for pits.
Yeah, so did Aston,
Actually-
but Kirko also got a 5-second on entry, so that's
Not
that's
looking
going to
good.
really hurt later on. But Bubbles is basically out of this again. He's going to have another 20-second loss at the end of this safety car, so he's going to drop right back down to the rear. Chicken Nugget, remember, will be DSQ'd, so currently Hens P8, Blade P9, and Kirko holding up P10 at the moment. But yeah, look at this, the top 6 all on relatively fresh hards, apart from that point on that bolt, so he's going to need to make a stop sometime in this race as well, Mad Dog. It's spicing up here.
And that's it. It is definitely spicing up here in OCE Tier 4 Round 3. It's only 10:31. Oh my god, it's only lap 10, I just realised. I thought we were further in.
Welcome to Singapore, mate. Welcome to Singapore. We'll be doing tier 2 and we'll be going, 15 laps. Oh, 15 laps?
It's always,
that all?
It's actually, is that all? I thought we were doing 20-25 at this point.
Yeah, it seriously is a focus first, and safety car is actually really helping around Singapore. While it does add time to the race, it gives you that 5 to 10 minutes of just, in your own
Relaxing?
thoughts to relax a bit and not focus on pushing 100% to win the race.
As I literally open up another can right now.
Exactly
just-
my point. Like, these guys
Yep.
all should be taking a drink, getting their refreshments, Wiping the sweat off
we
their
don't-
brow.
We obviously don't condone underage drinking for all those youngsters in this lobby, obviously, but for all the adults,
Dig in.
dig in.
Have at it.
It's the Thursday. It's 5 o'clock somewhere,
Thirsty
obviously.
Thursday.
It's past 5 o'clock. Yep. It's always a weekend for everyone that's been working.
Oh, I apologise for the sound of the cat
What was that?
my dinner bowl.
Was that? what are you eating? Go on, enlighten us all in the Twitch chat. What are we eating tonight?
Well, the missus works at an Indian restaurant on Thursday evenings, so we get free
so
Indian
you got-
every Thursday. It's lovely.
Bloody hell. Hey, I remember when I used to work at KFC, and that used to be the case. Just make your own pizza and get your own little KFC meal as well. It was lovely.
Yeah, right.
I used to do it when I was at uni. I actually never paid for a food bill, considering the fact that I was worked at KFC. I was always bringing home food.
Bro, we're 600 fucking kilos, but it doesn't matter.
Hey, no, I had a high metabolism, and I was also playing soccer at that time, so... I
You're
was
one of them
getting lost.
blokes who can eat a ton and
Yep.
poop it out in
Yep.
5 seconds and still look better than I'll ever look.
Yep.
Bloody hell.
I've obviously lost that metabolism, but back then when I was like 18, it was like I could just burn it off quickly.
Yeah, fair
Dead
enough.
set, I probably only have to run like a couple of kilometers, and then, it's already gone.
Yeah, fair. So, yeah, look at his spreadsheet. He's back in this race. He's been involved in a few incidents early on. He's on 6 lap old hards, but no penalties, and he is quick. We know that. We know that he's got the pace in that Williams. Obviously a very tough track, but you've got to be in it to win it. And currently we have 13 drivers in it, and one of them will win it. That boy will lead us away. I don't think safety car will be in this lap, so we will follow it around for one more.
Enough to pour myself another drink. No, but back onto the topic that we didn't obviously, cover beforehand. What do we think of the new liveries for the what's it called? 2023 season? Whilst we're talking about it. The F1.
Alpha number 1. What else is there? I mean, Williams and Red Bull are practically the same. The Williams is an improvement, but it's not much.
I reckon. I always think that.
And the Haas is
Ferrari-
actually decent. Like, I've got those 3 tied for second one. Like, because they're all fairly meh to me.
Well, the fact that Haas has actually got their new sponsor now, so that's going to bring money in for them for the season, which will actually be pretty decent.
Did you hear that it's going to be the first time in their existence that they're going to hit the cost cap?
Yes, I actually heard. Yes. Gunter is going to sit there going, "Holy shit, we actually have more of a cost cap now."
Yeah, we've got
Instead of,
money.
What's
this like?
We have money. He's gonna order a part like he's just ordered like his favorite thing from fucking Amazon. Like,
Yeah, it's
oh my god, an ECU upgrade.
Yeah, it's crazy. But again, their driver lineup isn't crash hot. Like,
Hey, we've got Magnussen and what was the other Hulkenberg.
I really don't think
Hul-
Hulkenberg's going to be as good as the hype is. Like, it's always like really hype when he came back for Aston through the 2020 season or whatever. But he's good, but
Hey, he's going to teach Magnussen a lot. I mean, yeah, he's not going to teach Magnussen how to get a podium because he still hasn't fucking done that. But still, he's still going to teach him a lot. And safety car is in this lap.
it's about time.
About this.
It's felt like I've been behind the safety car 100 years and I'm not even driving. So we're going to get underway here. The strategy is pretty much split down the field. The top 6 on fresh hards, pretty much apart from that boy. And then 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th and 12th all on fresh mediums with Gurko, Bubbles and Spreadsheet on the hards there to filter through the back of the pack. That boy will get us underway here in the Ferrari. Cahoots man.
11 lap old hards. I don't think he's going to have to pit soon.
Yeah, he's going to be hoping
I mean,
for a
he's
really
got
good
the-
restart here and get away and then pull a few seconds and then box for a set of mediums maybe later on.
He's going to have tyre finishes against Say Nice in terms of the fact that it's warmed up.
He's gone.
But he's gone.
And we're back underway.
Say Nice has caught it though. Same with Kano. But St. Ice has actually got
Issue,
more of a better
issue, Goffey's round. Goffey is gone, ladies and gentlemen. The Aston Martin driver has beached it. Please reset the track before you get disqualified, Goffey. Please.
Yep, reset.
Oh, thank
There
the
we go,
Lord.
he's done it.
Okay, we'll go back to the front now.
Oh, okay, cut the track, but it's all good. St. Ice and obviously that boy traded positions. Now St. Ice is in first position.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
he hasn't.
He hasn't actually. Kano though battling for third, but Mania is a fair bit off. So the front three have actually 2.1 seconds off from third to fourth. Jesus,
In half a lap.
in half a lap. That's unbelievable.
But again, it's what we saw. It's kind of the top 3, 4 were all sort of a bit clear of the mid-pack. Obviously, wasn't expecting it to be that harsh. This Goffey, I think, has had another quick spinala out of the pits, which is disappointing. But we've all made that mistake on the safety car restart. Tyres a little colder than you're expecting. You get on the power a little bit early out of the final corner and you loop it. We've all done it, whether it be on or offline. Yeah, easy mistake to make, and he should be able to fight his way back into this race later on.
Well, obviously Kirko down to 11th position, so we could see a lot from Kirko, considering he was in 7th. But Eagle Blade back up into 7th position. McLaren doing really well, 8-lap old cards. But Frizy, Kano, and St. Ice all on those fresher hards, I should say. So we should see a lot coming from them. Maney, I don't know. He could have a good stint, but obviously he had to box early because of that incident. So don't know. Spreadsheet and Bubbles battling it out from what we see. Bubbles makes the move. Hands in the wash, been at it as well, obviously. But Kano actually makes a move on Dat Boys, so interesting.
Yeah, Dat Boy on those old hards, he just really hasn't got them fired up to restart this race, has he? And he's going backwards.
Yeah, so I think considering the fact that of how old those hards are, and it may also come down to tire pressure in terms of the amount of wear that he has as well, it could not be looking good for him. I think that's the reason why he's falling down, because I know tire pressures are very important when it comes to some of these tracks. So
I think tire pressure is almost the most important setting on this game. Like, if you've got them too high, you're not going to be able to race at all, and too low, and you're going to be really struggling on those harder compounds.
Exactly right, and considering the fact that tracks are also varying in terms of how you have the tire pressures, it's not the same for every track.
Yeah,
so you can't exactly have. So obviously, you know, Singapore being cornering, you've got to have a lot of wear going through on your front tires than your rears. So those fronts will definitely be burning more if he has not got these set up correctly. But Frizy is catching up to Maney, the 4th position.
So Bubbles is going to serve that drive-through now. P13.
Oh, that's right, Bubbles had the drive-through. Yep.
Obviously, Chicken Nugget, Earl, disqualified, so currently...
Honestly, I'm actually quite disappointed for Chicken Nugget. I mean, I actually thought, considering the fact that what position did he actually start off in? Hang on.
P11, I think.
Yeah, P11. I mean, considering the fact that he was on debut, you know, it's always really good to get a good position for your first ever league race, your first ever, you know, race full time in the spot. So, bit sad there, but obviously, you know,
he's given up early too. 1 lap and he's left the server and everything. It hasn't given himself much of a chance, has he?
No, and I mean, I remember when I first started racing, you know, I wanted to give up very easily, considering the fact that I used to spin and, you know, DNF a lot. But I mean, after a while, I got really good at it.
There's a mover at the back. A Wash has got past Kodia now for P7 in this race. So well done to the Red Bull driver to clear the Alpine now, and he'll be hoping his teammate can follow him through. Now, I'm pretty sure my phone has died, so yeah, I don't have chat anymore, so...
No, you're good. I'll keep an eye on chat. Don't worry about it.
So, yeah. We only have one driver not to have stopped here, and that is Dat Boy in P3, up 11 positions from the start of this race. And I think we'll keep... So there's a penalty situation, only a 3-second for Fries and 5 seconds for Kano. If he boxes again, that penalty will disappear. Sorry, yeah, Kirko, sorry, that's what I meant. Apologies. But yeah, if there's another safety car, you'll think that Kirko will box. Oh, contact!
Oh! Hands in his body there. Yeah, no, I was watching that. That was a bit scuffed. Oh man, that was a bit scuffed.
That was terrifying. I'm not even driving. Anyway, here we go. Spreadsheet and Kirko going at it here, and Kirko just looking to let the spreadsheet. Okay, well, he's let him go, and he's still broken too late. Interesting. And now he's just up. That would really annoy me if I've let someone through. But we've got a battle here for the lead here. So nice taking on Kano. Once more, the battle resumes after the safety car. They've cleared Dat Boy by 4.5 seconds now, and the focus is purely on winning this race. So nice.
Now, can I also mention Kano is still red light full fuel.
Yeah, 8%.
That's safe.
Yeah, and no.
That safety car did not help him.
Yeah, good shout. What is going on here? Kirko's ended up past Spreadsheet again, so Spreadsheet's been let past and then made abundance of errors. Body has lost the position to Hens too, so maybe another error there because he's already 2 seconds behind. So Red Bull's moving up. Spreadsheet gets a 3-second now. He's got no front wing. That's what the issue is. Spreadsheet has no front wing. The Williams driver. He is having a very rough night here in OCE.
Hang on. We may have an issue here. Hang on.
What kind of issue?
The issue that I will message. You don't have access to Discord right now, do you? Because of Twitch, no. Yeah? Alright, hang on. Hang on.
Around the outside, here goes Kano, the Mercedes. No ERS, no fuel. And he can't quite get it done there. Good defense here from Sinice. Up the inside, that's not an overtaking spot. Sinice is hit the wall here. Is that front wing damage for the Alpine driver?
Can you,
damage.
I need to mute myself, that we might have an issue. Just keep doing comms for now.
But this battle for the lead is hotting up big time. Oh, look at how late Kano is under the brakes there, into the hairpin. I think he's gone a bit later than even he wanted. DRS will be open now on the Mercedes. No ERS though, 6%. As well as that fuel light still on. He'll be hoping he's still regenerating some of that fuel, or maybe another safety car to get him back even Steven. But battles where else? We got Frizy and a Wash very close to each other here. Blade also on the back of this three-way battle for P5. Go back to the battle for lead here. Kano versus Nice. Into turn one. How's it going to go? 2.5 tenths the gap at the start of this race. Not a very long one. No ERS being used by Kano. Sinice will hold the position for now. Another overtaking opportunity coming here on the DRS straight. More ERS usage there on the exit there for Kano. Trying to get within that couple of tenths to make an easy overtake here into the next corner. He's got a better exit. He's got the DRS. He's going to use his ERS now. Sinice is using his as well though. And the Alpine has a straight line speed at the moment as Hens gets a 3-second time penalty for his troubles. Sinice goes slightly deep. And Kano up the inside here, ladies and gentlemen. But that is beautiful stuff from Sinice around the outside, holding on to the lead of the race at the moment. We've got an issue for Bubbles. He's had a bit of a half spin, but he's managed to keep it going. Where else are the battles? Kodia has caught back up to Hens here for the battle for P8. Otherwise, Frizy, I think, on the back of a Wash. Sorry, no, a Wash has got past Frizy now. Into P5. Evil Blade right on the back of the Alfa Romeo team principal now as well. And Kano's still behind. There's an issue for Bubbles. Bubbles' tyres are overheating to the limit. He is not having a happy race tonight here in OCE. So, Frizy trying to chase down that Red Bull. Evil Blades dropped 8 seconds back, so a big error there from the McLaren driver somewhere on this lap. We didn't quite catch it on the stream, but the pressure is off from behind now for Frizy, so he's just going to try and hold on to the DRS, but he's already dropped out of a wash. He is on the fresher mediums, but a wash will need to pit again. You wouldn't think he'd be able to go 20 laps on those mediums, but I have seen crazier things. Battle for the lead, still sort of on at the moment. Dat Boy with a 3-second time penalty. Now they're going to start counting up as people get the second and third warnings. Looks like Kano's got the exits here on Sinice. Sinice is more focusing on his braking, and Kano's going the more traditional slow in, fast out. He's much better in here, but again, not going to be able to get the move done this time. Kano's just got to bide his time here and find where the opportunity is to make the move. That's where battle here for P3. Starting to close up here. Is Dat Boy 18 laps on the hards, Maney 13 laps on the hards. Oh dear me, sorry guys. Towards the back, Goffy's cleared bubbles now. The inside, no, around the outside from the Sauri driver. Oh, this is tight. Oh, keep it clean. Tell you what, battle for the wooden spoon is on here. The under and over, here he goes. Doesn't have a straight line speed. Spreadsheet does. He's got ARS too, 60%. Can he make it 2 for 1? No, he can't. He will slot in P13. We'll come back to this battle a little later. No, we won't. Bubbles has made the error, and he's up the inside. It's very deep into that corner, and that is going to allow Goffy to clear both of them up into P12. Unfortunately, Spreadsheet had nowhere to go. Into the wall! Oh, that is huge from Bubbles. Lost his whole front wing now. Unfortunately for him, he's kept his wheels on, but no front wing on the AlphaTauri driver, and Spreadsheet will have to focus on Goffy now. Maney's in. Maney is in the AlphaTauri now, ladies and gentlemen. He has decided enough is enough. A new front wing and some nice fresh medium tyres to go to the end. Dat Boy still sticking it out, waiting for that. I'm not going to say it, but it hasn't caused a safety car, which is very interesting, but it seems a bit sus. Anyway, we'll keep going. On board here, the battle for the lead continues in unorthodox spots here. Chopped. Kano is really struggling to get this job done here on Sinice. I can't believe that is not a safety car for Bubbles. That is insane. I mean, that's a very sus DNF, but we'll ignore it. And Dat Boy is, I think, closing in slightly here. Frizy P5. Doing well here, the Alfa Romeo team principal. Hens P6 and Kirko P7 in the Aston Martin. And P8 for Maney, P9 for Blade, and P10 for Kodia. The battle for the fringe, or the wooden spoon at the moment, is between Spreadsheet and Goffy. They are still going at it down here. I think the main battle we need to focus on here is the battle for the lead. Sinice and Kano still going at it. And they haven't really stopped going at it, neither of them with much ARS at all. But Sinice has the DRS. The drag reduction system, for those who don't know, allows the rear wing to open up and give you about 10 miles per hour faster. It's a bit more than that, I think, on the game. Just to allow it to be a bit easier, but in real life it's supposed to be 10 miles an hour faster down the straight, and you really notice it towards the top end. Here we go, up the inside for Kano. Kodia gets a 3-second. Can he get it done? Finally, Kano up the inside, round the outside. Also nice. Up the inside again. This is brilliant racing here, ladies and gentlemen. Up the inside. Kano might have finally got it done. They're still side by side, and Sinice has no room there on the outside to go around there. But now, crucial for him to hang on to Kano and keep within DRS, and he looks like he's going to be able to do that quite comfortably. These two so evenly matched on pace here in the Singapore Grand Prix. And this is basically the main battle we've got to focus on. Not much else going on elsewhere, so the battle for the lead is the one we'll focus on. It'll be interesting here to see if Kano can get clear of St. Ice or not. I'm not really sure how that bubbles down there for South Africa. Anyway, the Alpha Tauri team principal will not be impressed with that at all. Mainly getting the job done on Chicken Nugget, which he would have got that position anyway, so we'll just focus on that. So a bit of understeer there for St. Ice through the final corner. Maybe not used to the dirty areas. He's been the lead driver of these two for the majority of this race. There's probably a warning there for St. Ice. Let's have a quick squeeze at the warnings for these two. So Kano's got one, and St. Ice has one as well. So both still 2 warnings away from the 3-second time panel. We've got an issue here for Maney. He's in the wall, no front wing for the Alpha Tauri driver, and it's gone from bad to worse in a couple of laps here. So, oh no, we've missed the battle for the lead. Here it is again at this corner. There's a carbon copy every single time, and St. Ice has got the inside. He's doing it brilliantly at the moment, and he parks the bus and gets the job done. Kano, unable to do much here at the moment. Must just be running that slightly higher wing than St. Ice. But St. Ice seems to quite clear. Friesy's out! Ladies and gentlemen! Friesy 92 is out of the Singapore Grand Prix. And somehow he's not a safety car. I don't know how it is not a safety car. But Friesy 92 is out. The Alfa Romeo team principal is out. That's a huge crash too. Not sure how he's done it there. I'm also not sure how that's not a safety car. Very interesting. I don't know how he's binned it there, but nevertheless, they've been able to clear that incident quite safely, and we will continue racing here. So everyone will move up in position here. Fries will be absolutely spewing with that. Will not be happy at all. As St. Ice continues to lead the race here against Kano. Brilliant race-long battle going on here at the moment. And so far, if we have one more DNF, every single driver that finishes will be getting the points. So we've got 8 laps to go here. The last part of this has gone very, very quickly. But here we go. The battle for the lead is on again. Oh, that's close. Oh, that is a bit too close to call there, St. Ice, mate. Come on, you've got to leave a car's width if he's there. Nevertheless, they both survive without damage. Matter to anyone anyway, so within a second of another driver. Been a brilliant battle so far here. Into the top 2 potentially.
I don't know.
Hold on.
No, that's
Cool.
all good. You Brock battling it out. First corner. Will Kano make the overtake? Your mic is cutting in and out again. I don't know if it's an issue or not, but stream. It's your you may need. Hang on, let me have a look. I think you're having internet issues, man. It's your internet.
Alright, so we're back. Never have this problem normally, but anyway, we will just focus on the racing. A wash has caught up to these two now, by the way. They've lost that much time. The driver on the old mediums is relatively in the bin. Sorry, no, he's up there. So Red Bull, they've had a brilliant start to the season, haven't they? The first 2 rounds, Mad Dog leading the championship in the overall and in pretty much all the standings at the moment. So these guys will be hoping they can keep a wash behind.
Kano's just had a moment coming out from the last corner, so
They
that's
just cannot sort it out, these two. Tell you what, if they're not careful, a wash on these old mediums will be able to catch back up.
Yep. Alright, we're all good for the stream now. I'm having a look at it now, so I think you've just had a bit of a internet issue for a little bit, but that's all good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it was just a lag spike in the room. It's all good.
Elsewhere, there is nothing going on, so we'll just focus on this battle for the top 3.
Yep. That's it.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how the Frisian Bubbles incidents were, neither of them were safety cars, but oh well.
Well, there are no safety cars for them too.
No, yeah, no, it was...
That boy. It's that boy. Exactly. You keep saying that boy.
Oh, in the wall, Kano's hit the wall there on the outside. Again, I don't know how these two have both got full front wings. They've had that much banging and rubbing and it's been clean, like they haven't taken each other out, but tell you what, around the outside now, Kano far out. Tell you what, I would not be surprised if the wash sneaks up the inside here one of these laps and just disappears. They've really got to watch
well
that
for
now.
the freight. Yeah, he has. Ooh. So is Bubbles going to be banned from the next race? Why would Bubbles be banned from the next race, Zoltan?
Look, his DNF was quite interesting.
How interesting are we talking about?
Just a straight line that there, been on British.
Ah, right. Right, yeah, can't do that. Can't do that. No,
Anyways.
I reckon that would be, if it was called on stream, I reckon that would be a...
No, it wasn't on the stream, but like where he was. Anyway, we'll focus on that after the race. Someone will probably have a clip.
Someone.
Either way,
Hands and
focus on
Evil.
what we can control.
Let's just, I was just going to say Hands and Evil traded position, so Evil's made the move on Hands. Now up into P5.
Yeah, Cody is on the back of Coco again.
They're going out. Like, we should not be surprised. We should not.
This is brilliant viewing here, ladies and gentlemen. Tier 4, what a way to get round 3 underway. It's Singapore. There may be a couple of snooze fests here over the weekend. Friday, Saturday and Sunday evening. But, you know, we've started off here with a pretty good race. A top 3 battle to remember. And we've still got 5 laps to go. And it's... What time is it?
Can I still...
10
What? Oh, there's lock up with wheels. With Senice and Kano.
They're still going to kill each other.
Still going. They're going to take each other out. It's going to be a Lev and War Machine moment. It's going to be Lev and War Machine. I'm calling it. And the fact that they also did it in the sector as well.
That boy has caught 4 seconds in 2 laps. Watch this space. He's on fresh mediums, mate. And he is catching these guys at a rate of knots.
Hang on, I was just going to say before you said that, has low fuel still.
Yeah, fair shout.
He could actually lose this. He was banking for more safety cars, and quite frankly, I don't blame him. I would have expected more safety cars, but we've only had one. So...
expected one for everyone. fries and bubbles, but either way, we didn't get one, and there's nothing we can do about that now. 4 to go. If someone wins at this lap, we might get one, but otherwise it'll be the one safety car in Tier 4, which is pretty impressive.
So we could see Kano drop down, because if he drops down, depending on how much fuel he's got, he could be in 5th.
Oh, no,
4th actually. 25-second penalty and pits, not looking good.
We've just come down here a bit.
I don't think Kamo's going to make this. I'm not trying to jinx him, but I don't think he's going to make it towards the end. I think he was banking for more safeties.
What is the little spanner and screwdriver highlighted in the bottom right, man? That means he's got damage?
No, that's pit, I'm pretty sure. That's when your teammate's in the pit. So if it's red, it means that your teammate's in the pit.
Gotcha.
If it's
Never mind.
not there.
So Wash, if he can get these tyres to the end, that is a great result. He's done the same amount of laps as the guys in front of him, but he's done it on mediums. If he can manage to do 21 laps on mediums, hats off to him. That's a brilliant result, especially in Singapore.
Well, a wash, yeah. I mean, who doesn't know? We might have to actually pay attention.
That boy
throughout.
can see the top 3 now, just by the way, in the distance. 5 seconds the gap between himself and the top 3. Just quickly check his penalty. Only a 3-second penalty. He's not ruled out of this race yet. On those fresh mediums, he is going a lot faster than the top 3 here, mate.
But he also does have that penalty. Don't forget, 3 seconds. Connie is out. Is this the safety?
It is!
Yes, it
We
is!
got a late race
It
safety
is!
car! Oh, the
It is!
spice! This is the last lap we could have had a safety car, and it's happened.
1 lap race. This is Abu Dhabi.
The script, you cannot write it. Kirko's
No, you
in.
cannot.
Spreadsheet's in. What about Goffey and Maney? I don't know if pitting's a good idea. Goffey stays out. Maney's in. He's got 3 seconds.
He's got a 3-second.
Probably can get that removed if he wants because it was on the pit entry. But wowee. How long is this safety car going to be out for? You'd think it'll only be 1 lap.
Kahoot in chat. Scripted. No. You cannot script this shit. Actually, no.
This is going to help his man, that boy, though.
This is going to... Yeah. But this is going to help Kano. He's got the fuel now.
Yeah, facts. Absolutely.
Yeah,
he's going to be chucking that in lane.
Let's just keep an eye on Kano. Right? He's going to be in
He's
the
in!
pit. He's in.
So's the
Wash
nice.
is in.
So's a wash. They're all in.
They're all in. Come on, that boy. Don't.
That boy's
no,
in.
You should have stayed. You should have stayed out.
That is... No, that is a massive blunder from that boy.
They could have stayed out.
So I think everyone should be able to catch up now, but I think Goffey needs to stop for himself, to be honest.
That bloody Alpine, Ferrari should have stayed out.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, mate. The Evil Blade's in. Hens is in. He's ghosting, so I don't know if he's actually in the lobby or not. Nugget's obviously not in, so Goffey. I think they'll be able to catch up here. I don't know if Goffey's going to pit or not. Just watch this space here. Got an issue here. Why are they so far off the safety car? The Delta's back. That's interesting.
Oh, you know, it's one of those glitches that goes around, I remember. But, hang on,
Does Goffey
we just
pit?
need to keep-
Yes, he does.
we need to keep an eye on Kano. His red light is still flat, he's still up. This is not looking good.
Safety car will be in this lap, I think.
I don't know. Oh, yeah,
Should be in this lap.
Yeah, it has to be, yeah.
Just a quick note, Chicken Nugget is not in this race, ladies and gentlemen, so he's out. So everyone that finishes this race will get points
Yep, it's really
from
good.
here on.
Yep,
So
it's
Chicken
really good.
Nugget in P5, ignore it. Everyone below him, move him up.
Oh! Kano's hit the safety car! Kano's hit the safety car! Is that wing damage?
Normally it disqualifies you if you do that. Doesn't look like he's got wing damage, but yeah, wow.
Yeah, I know Henshi in terms of the fuel light, but the fact that it's been on the whole entire race, though, that's what I'm saying. Like, he could have underfueled the shit out of that car, essentially. That's what I'm just saying. Like, if he has the fuel, great. He's got the fuel for it, but...
Lads, catch up, please. Aston boys.
Coco's the only one that's on the mediums. One lap on mediums.
And yeah, no, you're right. So I don't think they're going to catch up though, unfortunately. They're too far back. I don't think they should have stopped these guys all the way at the back. Either way, Kano is going very slowly and he's gone. He's dropped Awash. Awash has fallen asleep at the restart. By the way, Awash got ahead of him. It's a nice, can't overtake before the line. Now we're good.
Oh!
Racing here.
Say nice, here we go. That boy in the mix as well. 3-second time penalty. Will he catch it in the 2 laps that they have? Biased for the comms. Yeah, no, he's definitely biased for the Aston Martins, that's for sure. Haynes gets P5 obviously. Right, here we go. What do we see? Say nice, Awash, Kano. They've been battling it out. Awash 1 point off, 1.2 off from Kano. Say nice in the back of Awash, 0.6. He's lost some times, but Dat Boy is going to be in the mix as well. He's going to be trying to make a move on Say Nice. Trying to see whether or not he can get that 3-second time penalty in his advantage. Oh, but Hens, I'm pretty sure Hens is not in. What's the go with Hens? He's ghosted on my screen.
Yeah, he's ghosted on me too. I don't think he's actually here, but I don't know.
Also, we're at Mad Dog's drivers. Look, we don't talk about my drivers.
Yeah, I don't think Hens is here, so I think Hens will get disqualified too. I'll have to check if he actually did finish the race. I'll ask him after. But yeah, if he's not actually racing, then we can't give him points for that, surely.
So Dat Boy is looking at trying to get a 3-second lead on Evil Blade. So Evil Blade could have a potential P4. Potential P4 for Evil Blade, which is going to be really good for the McLarens tonight, considering he's the only driver. Kano goes the fastest with a 40.526. So,
at the end, St. Ice has lost P2 and he's got 1 lap. There will be no DRS on this lap. Can St. Ice get at least back to P2 where he deserves a runner-up at least in this race. A brilliant result, and he did lead for quite some time.
He says, yeah, it's good. Quick to give Hens where he is. He'd be synced. Okay, so Hens will get whatever position he stays in. Kahoot and Mukping said. So that's all good. I mean, he was here from Joe the race, so I'm pretty sure he's done everything stay anyway. You know what I mean? I think that's what they're saying. But Kano in the lead. This is a back-to-back Grand Prix win. He did it in Australia. Was it Australia? No, what was the
Hold
race
on,
we
we've
had
still
before
got a
that?
whole sector and a half to go, Mad Dog. You could bet
Come
by
on.
now.
No. Unless he gets a 3-second penalty, I don't see that. Just saying. Right, Awash and St. Ives, we don't see something happening there unless they make a mistake. Dat Boy is looking, but Evil Blade is pushing. 2.2 off from Dat Boy. 2.3. Evil needs to make no mistakes. He's now 2.4. Could Dat Boy make the position? But Kano has got the win.
Kano does it.
Oh, around the
So nice, did it! I don't know about that. I don't think he did that legally. I don't think he did that legally at all. spreadsheet will get Maney at the line. P8 and P9 for those two, which will be P7 and P8 with Kirko and Goffey. The two Astons will bring it home for P9 and P10, and that is it. Mad Dog round 3 done and dusted here, Tier 4. Kano wins again, but this time by a much tighter margin, and the race was well and truly on too for that win. Driver of the day, a wash.
I can agree with that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that
it depends
is
on
not.
where Dat Boy went. From
But that
second
is
last.
not. That is not important. Who is the AI moment of the week? This. Come on.
Bubbles.
Surely. Who's
2
Bubbles
drive-throughs.
with the 2 drive-throughs?
2 drive-throughs. That's it.
Bubbles,
Unlucky.
congratulations. Bubbles, congratulations. You are the AI moment of the week. Congratulations. Round of applause.
But Hutto will be cheering. What a way to get underway here in round 3 here. Tier 4, they get the win. Bad day for a few teams. Ferrari was so close but so far to a podium. With Dat Boy in the end with the 3-second time penalty, he'll drop down to 5th. But there is the race results, ladies and gentlemen. Kano will win this race with the fastest lap, so maximum points there for the Mercedes driver. Winning by 1.7 seconds. Sanias P2 ahead of a wash. And then, well, this will be under debate because I'm pretty sure Sanias went around the outside off the track. But anyway, Evil Blade, Dat Boy, then Hens P6, Spreadsheet P7, Maney P8, Kirko P9, and Goffey P10, with Kodia coming home as the first DNF, P11, P12 for Frizy, P13 for Bubbles, and 14th for Gumbo. That is the race results here, ladies and gentlemen. Round 3 is done and dusted, and I believe Kano will now lead the driver's standings.
That's correct. That is absolutely correct. I can't get in. Oh, no, hang on. A wash is in as well, so who got P3? Was it a wash or
Wash,
St.
but-
Nice? I got
A wash,
confused at
but
the end.
star.
Alright, well, obviously I will wait for you to get into the virtual showroom and I'll start off P3.
Alright, yeah, good to go, mate. A wash. P3.
P3, a wash, mate. Now, I gotta ask you a question, right? That move between you and St. Ice, what happened there? What
Mate,
was the go?
I'd lost my rear a lot, both in the quali, so I was playing a bit safe. I got bumped, and that pushed me off track a bit. So the stewards might have something to look at. But
Okay, yep.
yeah, no, being honest, I did take a little lighter on that corner just because I'd spun in quali twice there. So
So you were trying to keep it safe, obviously, during the race.
Yeah, mate, I
Yep.
had a shocker of a quali, and I was happy to get up the front. I was playing the waiting game there at the end as well before that safety car because my tyres were going, so I was just letting them two scrap it out.
Yep.
But yeah, not to be.
You were obviously catching up to the rest of the grid in terms of St. Ice and Kano. Like, what was your strategy during the race, considering there was only, what, one safety car? 2 safety cars?
Yeah, two, the one at the end. But I think it was just being on the meds at the end there helped, and just saving DRS for the overtakes. That
Yeah.
helped a lot. So yeah, and I was hoping to do the same at the end. Just had about 70% ERS, ready to go. But yeah, the late safety car got me.
Now, obviously, just quickly, were you expecting a lot from Singapore? Was it one of your favorite tracks, or was it one of those tracks where you just want to get it out of the way?
No, I don't mind it, to be honest. The street circuits, they're actually all right. So I was very very annoyed at the qualifying position and being stuck at the back there for a while. But
Yeah.
yeah, had my chance at the end, just didn't get it.
Yeah. Well, obviously, P3 with a maybe questionable P2. You know, congratulations on you, obviously, for the podium. How are we looking for the next race? Are we looking we excited for that one?
Yeah, mate, always excited. Always excited. I love it.
No, well,
Love your work as well, boys.
congratulations. Well, that's congratulations, obviously, for you. And Abyss, you want to take it for P2?
Yes, a nice, mate. A bit disappointing towards the end there for yourself, I suppose. Still P2, but you led most of the race. How are you feeling after that one?
Mate, I am absolutely shattered for that last safety car. got a bunch of wing damage on that. I had orange wing damage holding off Kano, but if I reckon I had green, I'd have been all right. But that safety car stopped me, went onto the softs, and I don't know about that last corner. Wash, as he said, he slowed down a lot. I bumped his rear wing. Didn't not too much, but I wanted to fly through that corner. He was a bit slow through there, and it sent him a little bit wide. But we'll see what the stewards say. I clipped my side, he clipped his side. So let's see if what the stewards want to do. But it was a decent race from my end. Kano, absolutely beautiful battles. Didn't get enough space for you though. I should have gave you a little bit more space on a couple of
loved
corners.
it, dude. Loved it.
It was definitely different from your Abu race, all solo. But yeah, it was a good race.
Yeah, look, a brilliant result for you and Alpine. And that'll really help you in the driver's standings too. Already looking pretty good. But what do we got next week? I can't remember. But
It's Imola.
Imola.
How are we feeling for the longest race name in the world that I will not be saying next week?
I don't know. Honestly, really haven't raced that much, but see how I go. This was probably one of my strongest tracks. Pole by 5/10.
Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah, I just couldn't set more laps in. I could have did probably a 138 flat, but it was all good. It was definitely a good race, and GG's to Kano. You deserve that win, mate.
Cheers.
Yeah, well, congratulations to nice mate. Next week, Imola. I think it's a sprint. I don't remember, quite to be honest.
I don't know if
Don't
it
think
is,
so?
but we'll check it.
Anyway, nevertheless, we'll be at Imola next week. Congratulations to nice P2 with a little asterisk. Congratulations, mate.
K1, obviously, Kano, back-to-back Grand Prix wins. This will put you in the lead, mate. Like, tell us how you're feeling.
I wouldn't have said P1, obviously, mate, because St. Ice, he had the pace of me. Today, he had the pace of me in quali.
Yep.
I've never had so many good battles, like side-by-side racing around. Absolute ball of a time. There's a few moments where I need to change the undies, but other than that, awesome race.
I mean, during the time that I was not obviously present in the actual stream itself, like in terms of talking, I was watching. I was like, "Oh my god!" I would literally be in the same position, changing the undies. Like it was tense.
We would have gone past back and forth each other. We swapped places probably at least a good eight, 9 times, I reckon.
I reckon it's more than that.
Oh,
yeah.
No, unreal. No, great driving for him.
How were you feeling when that safety car came out towards the end? Now, on our end, obviously, it said that you still had red fuel. So that's
I had
the
a lap
point where
down in fuel.
Oh,
If that safety car didn't come out, I would have got a 12.
See, that's what
down fuel.
henchman in chat was like, "Nah, he's fine. He's got fuel." I'm like, "I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so."
So my strategy, because I thought it was going to be safety car chaos around this track around Singapore,
Yep.
and I knew St. Ice was a quicker driver on track today, so I figured, well, I'm going to have to underfuel the max, and hopefully I can use a bit of speed from having less weight in the car throughout the rest of the race, and it did help.
Yep.
But I was trying to fuel save once I got back into the lead with 4 laps to go, and there was no hope unless that safety car came out. So whoever caused that,
So,
I'll buy you a Zinger box.
so I was just gonna say, so what was the reaction on your end, knowing the fact that we had a couple laps left? What was your reaction when that safety car came out? Was it essentially just a sigh of relief?
I can't say what I said on stream, but there's a whole lot of yelling and in celebration for it. But yeah, no, great driving by St. Ice. He deserves that race win just as much as me. And the fact is that pit stop, he had to change his front wing where I didn't, so that just put me in front of old mate. And then I had a car between me and him, and luckily I got a good restart off of that safety car and got a second gap straight up, and then that kind of allowed me to drive away. But yeah, good racing, good close racing.
How are we feeling for the next race? Obviously, how are we feeling for that one?
I hope everyone's as not confident as I am, like they're in Imola. It's just
the mullah.
Sector one. Sector one. I get a warning every second lap. It's yeah.
I don't think you're the only one. I'm thinking if I'm making a bet, I reckon it's going to be like the exact same thing for everyone in
Man, tell
any
you what,
tier whatsoever.
I wouldn't be streaming for it. Otherwise, I'd get my Twitch banned. But yeah,
the chosen words, obviously. All right. Well, P1
yeah,
obviously. The P1 obviously for you, man. Congratulations, back-to-back Grand Prix wins, and obviously this will be the championship lead for you. So kudos on that one,
yeah.
Mr.
Let's see how long
Abyss.
that lasts.
Yeah, let's see how long that lasts. Well, obviously, Abyss, we have chosen our AI moment of the week. It was Mr. Bubbles with back-to-back drive-through penalties for AlphaTauri. The AlphaTauri team principal not looking too good, but
Yeah,
I mean, man,
tough night tonight for AlphaTauri, but I'm sure they'll bounce back tomorrow in Tier 3.
obviously. Mate, I reckon that was a good race, though. I don't know about you. I mean,
Yeah,
it's very
look,
entertaining toward it. It was
we
very
basically
entertaining
just
at the
watched the
front end.
leaders, which was, it's always what you want. There's more excitement when they're battling for the lead, but yeah, look, a brilliant weekend, and look, I'll definitely be back next week.
You better be. You better not be leaving me hanging on this.
No,
No, but
not at all.
obviously that's tier 4 done for us, and tier 3 is obviously tomorrow night. So looking forward to that one, and then Abyss and I in tier 2 driving it, and hopefully for the third week I can actually finish a race instead of crashing out in the first 5 laps. I'm hoping. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, a long race, 2 safety cars, and a new championship leader. Chaos and, just a bit of everything. Singapore round 3 is done and dusted here for Tier 4. Mad Dog and I will see you this time next week, 8 o'clock for Imola. Till then,
Yep.
see you later.
Catch you guys.